Hey everybody, how you doing? Hope everybody had a good week. Hope everybody's doing well. Depending on where you are, I hope you're enjoying the summer. Maybe if you're on the other side of the world, you're enjoying your winter months. But anyway, nice and hot in here in Nova Scotia, Canada, where I am from this evening. So I was thinking, like, what's going on this week? What we happen? And well, what's happened is we have our second full moon in Capricorn, which in a month, which is our or 2 months in a row, I should say. But Capricorn focuses on career and work and, what's going on with that. It's also like all full moons, it's about healing, it's about renewal, regeneration. But the most important thing to remember with all the full moons, but certainly with this one in particular, is that you are the creator of your own life. Like you have the ability, you have everything within you, all the strength, all the power, all the courage, all the everything you need to make the life that you want to make. You be what you want to be in this lifetime. So my only bit of advice for you for this moon is to focus on that. What do you want? And if you really want everything to follow into place exactly the way you want it to, you need to be your authentic self. So think about who you are, what you want to do. And everything, I promise you, everything will align up exactly the way it's supposed to for you because you are in control. And always remember that. The universe is out here to help us, but they're definitely not out to harm us in any way. It's just that we have to learn how to work with them. So, yeah, so now we'll do a few cards before we get a caller. Sorry, my pencils are rolling all over the place here. Ah. Just pull a couple of cards for you guys for the weekend before we get our caller on. Because we are having a full moon. Tensions are high in the world, as always, but just relax, and focus on yourself, focus on your career, and make sure you get lots of sleep. Because that's kind of like the thing that bothers me the most about full moons is I don't sleep well. But this week, the first card I pull out for all of us tonight is the rainbow, which is blessings. Was he's just a perfect reminder of like that we are blessed and the universe is taking care of us. The rainbow always means the good after the bad. Next to that, I pulled the clouds, which is shape shifting. And that's exactly what you have this opportunity for. This is beautiful. So glad this came out. So, like with this particular full moon, and I said, you're in charge of your life. You can create any life that you want. And that often means for some people, they will be doing some shape shifting because when you realize what you're meant to do, being your authentic self, maybe look very different than what you're doing today. Um, and then you have the waterfall, which is effortless. Now, there's no real such thing as effortless waterfall because there's always those little bumps and rocks when the water's coming down, but it is a continuous flow. And I think that's what the universe wants us just to know tonight is that, we're on the way, everybody's on the right track. Just keep going, focus on what you want to do, make the world small, make the world small, and you'll feel a lot better. Tonight we have Gail. So let's see what we can do for Gail tonight. Hi, Gail.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good. What can I do for you this evening?
Well, my daughter's brother-in-law took his life yesterday, and nobody really understands why. I don't know if you can help me with that or something that
Okay.
I would just like to talk about.
You want me to try to bring him in
Yes,
from the spirit
correct.
world? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you, Gail. I'm going to try, but you know what? This is really fresh, right? So he is like just
Uh-huh.
gotten there, and
Uh-huh.
I may be able to contact him. I will try. I may not be able to contact him because it might just be a little bit too soon. You get me in a couple
Uh-huh.
weeks time, for sure, right? Not even a problem. But sometimes when they're this fresh, it's just a little bit of it's like, what is he ready to connect with me as being a stranger, um, as opposed to taking care of his family, which is what he would be doing right now. But you know what? Before I even bring him in, I'm going to pull some cards just to see if I can get my universe, like my team in the universe, to kind of give you some answers of why this has happened. Okay.
Okay.
And I am, by the way, I meant to say, I'm very sorry to
Thank
hear this.
you. Thank you.
It is such a shock. I know.
It is.
Um, okay. So I'm asking my team, like, what kind of happened, right? Can they give me a little bit of insight on it? And of course, the first card I pick is the heartache and loss card, the number three, which is, of course, exactly what's happened, right? Um, I feel by looking at the cards that um, he was depressed. That's what I feel. Maybe he didn't act depressed around everybody else in his life, but within him, he was, okay? Um,
Okay.
so his obstacle, of course, is the solitude card, the number 9, which is all about completion. But when people are depressed, they often feel like they're all alone. Like there's and even though that's not true, and we constantly have, call a doctor, call a hotline, reach out to people, right? I mean, it's in your face all the time. You see posters, but when you're in that state of depression, you, for some reason, you just feel all alone. Like you feel like there's no way out, right? And I think
Right.
I feel that's how he felt, even though that's not reality because you're kind of not really in reality when you're that sad. Um, So the guidance from the universe is interesting. It's movement, choices, and decisions, and which is exactly what he did. He had a choice in the sense of, am I going to keep living like this? Am I going to reach out and get help, or am I just going to end it? And that's what he decided to do. Um, when it comes to what you need to focus on, I think, and the family and stuff like that from now moving forward is sort of when it comes to him, kind of use your intuition. Like, remember how much you loved him. On like your intuition is all about using, like, like feeling your feelings and your heart and your gut and stuff, like, so even if over the next, like, few weeks or few months you start hearing this story, that story, don't pay attention to necessarily the stories. Focus on what's in your heart and what you believe to be true, right? It
Okay.
d Okay, I know if that doesn't make sense, so I think it'll make sense in the future. And when it comes to, like he said, it's a very delicate situation when this happens. You may come across a point in this is that you have to stand your ground because, people, I don't know. I just feel that sometimes rumors get started and, you know, maybe you need to stand your ground to be like, I have to get away to do my own healing, or my daughter has to go away to do her own healing, whatever it is, right? You're in control of your
Uh-huh.
life. Um,
Okay.
but the end result, because I asked them to clarify for me, like, just give me another card to give me, a little bit more insight. And the next card I pull is the Destiny card, which is which I is about your destiny in this lifetime. This is probably not the best time to talk about this, but in the future, you can even look this up on the internet. Is learn a little bit more about soul contracts and what that looks like when people come here, because we do sign a contract before we come of how we're going to die, and we often pick different times every time we come. Um, so that just make it look a little bit better in the months to come after you've done some healing, okay? So
Okay.
remember that soul contract. Um, But right now, I'm gonna try to bring him in. Let's see if he'll come in for me. Okay, I am getting him, but he's, like, from a distance, right? Which is not a surprise because he's new there. So I will tell you how I'm feeling. So I'm feeling fairly anxious right now. So I feel that's kind of
Uh-huh.
probably how he felt right before he passed away. Um,
Uh-huh.
he may be a little bit anxious just because he's just arrived there too, and he's just kind of trying to make sense of the whole situation. But I will tell you this, he's definitely in the spirit world. He's definitely in an area where he feels the love and the support. But his focus right now, because he's drifting like in and out for me, is on all
Uh-huh.
of you guys right now. Okay. So I would
Okay.
suggest that I only have like a minute left. So I would suggest that in a few more months, after he has some time to settle, you have some time to heal, even if it's 6 months to a year, then reach out to a medium and get a reading and you'll find out a lot more information. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know if that really
All
helped
right.
you at all, but I will guarantee you he is in a good, safe place. Okay.
Okay. Thank
And,
you.
like everybody goes to the spirit world, everybody goes to the place where love. There's no such thing as like how you like taking your life means you don't get there. That's not true. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I was
Okay.
hoping that was the case.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 100%. I can see him there and I can feel the love, but I also just feel the hesitation because I think it's just a little bit too soon. But I wish you all the best
Okay.
and heal and trust that the universe is taking care of him and he's now going to take care of you guys. Okay.
All
So
right.
sorry about
Thank
that,
you.
Gail. I wish you all the best. Take care. All right. Thank you everybody for joining me tonight. And I will be back next week for another show. Everybody have a great week and enjoy that full moon in Capricorn.